Hello, YouTube from the future. Today we are going to play something we don't usually do. We usually develop, today we play. What are we going to play is the entire Re-Reforged campaign currently released starting from the Prologue. I will not only play through it on hard, but I will also test some new balance changes on the last mission of the human campaign, and we'll do that in later streams. And I will also tell you about all the various secrets and stuff you can find inside the map, because I'm sure there is a lot of things some of you have not noticed yet. We'll start with the Prologue, and the Prologue is now around 2 years old, okay? And even that, I am quite sure there are things you might not know. So, I think just let's start, and let's hope the game doesn't crash. Okay. Chasing visions. Somewhere in the Arati Highlands, Thrall, Sorum Durotan, and young warchief of the Orcish Horde wakes from his troubling dream. Thank you, Sorin, thank you. You can now see one thing. Wait a second. And now, okay, this transition is not the best possible transition, because it's basically impossible to make a better transition using the camera interpolation in the word editor.
What kind of nightmare was that?
It was not a nightmare, young warchief, but a vision. Follow me, and I will reveal what your future holds.
I don't know what this is all about, but I'll play along.
See, he moves his eyes, and he moves them more because there are facial expression here. Yeah, you know something about this project? Yeah, Buffalo. For those of you who don't know, Buffalo is my Russian translator, okay? He translates for all the Russian speaking people in the world. So, we are going to come back to the game. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Better now. So, no, we don't want to play. Okay. So this is quite regular. It's pretty much like the original one. You just have much more stuff around, okay? And as you could have noticed from the first cinematic, you have this Frostwolf clan banner, okay? This is because Thrall is of the Frostwolf clan, okay?
Yes.
Russian agents. Don't say that out loud.
Yes. For honor. Dabu.
Okay, something else to notice here. This guy is still now, but if you move inside, after we've moved inside, he will start patrolling this area. Also, I want you to watch this grunt while we approach.
Yes.
I know, it's something little, but the grunt actually salutes you, okay? We here have Gartok fighting with a grunt, and Natsgrel watching behind.
The spirits are restless.
We have Codex, and now a cinematic. Some people told me that there are too many cinematics in this mission, and from a technical perspective it's true. But I want to say that this is an introduction mission, so I want to display the world as much as possible, and I decided to do that through cinematics. That's why there are a bit more cinematics than what is actually necessary.
Loktar, my warriors. We are yours to command, War Chief.
Yeah. Attack of the clones. Okay. Let's watch what I told you before. See? He's now patrolling the area. I know this is something. Well, I am making codexes easier to find the more we go on, in order to avoid people going mad about them. Noticing this kind of details is art, because you are playing and you don't notice them, but they are here, and your mind sees them, even if you don't. And they add to the realism of the map. The map seems alive. They seem like real people, okay? Of course, it salutes you again if you pass by. He even watches you. Okay, my dear grunts, we have the codex about the pigs. Okay. I'm not going to read it out loud. You should know it, but I will just do this so you can pause if you want to see it.
For honor.
Okay, let's move. We will go back to the camp at one point.
Yourselves. I sense a knoll ahead.
Okay, since we are on hard, we should try to avoid getting too much damage on our guns.
This was only a scout, but the knoll's camp lies just ahead.
Okay. We have another codex, and it is about grunts. The same thing.
Yes.
As you already know, each creep encounter is different in Re-Reforged, because creeps can now, well, summon reinforcements. You will see.
The spirits are restless. Ndabu. Yes. I am the war chief.
Well, because in the lore, golems are not elementals.
Let's get
Okay.
on with it.
They are created by magi. But in Warcraft 3, golems do roam around the land and are creeps. This is a bit contradictory of the lore, but we can invent, hey, we don't know why, it's awesome. And so we did. I advise you to destroy all the ads in order to make sure you find everything that might be inside. Thank you, goddamn, for the follow. Hello, Bloody Bass. Welcome to the chat. And welcome to the stream. We are revealing and spoiling all the secrets I've, with a lot of effort, put inside all of these maps. You see, here there is Knolls.
The spirits are restless.
As before, I will not read it out loud. I will just show it to you. You can pause on YouTube. You are very lucky, guys. Oh no, I didn't see your message. I am basically waiting and preparing the stream since, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe, a bit more, maybe. So I didn't see anything. Playing some Re-Reforged right now.
For honor.
No, 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 you should watch me play, not playing yourself. How dare you play? Hello, Mikkel, and welcome. Let's avoid aggro on this grunt, and the other reinforcement come. It's not showing, but not even I see it, so it's not being moderated. Don't know.
Let's get on with it. Yes. Dabu. Huh? I am the war chief.
Damn. Damn. One thing I suggest you while you're playing Re-Reforged, especially on hard, is to not keep your consumables. You need them, use your abilities, consume your mana and use your consumables, okay? They're very powerful.
Yes. For honor. Yes. Dabu. For honor. Master?
For example, here, okay.
Let's get on with it. Ndabu. What do you want? The spirits are restless.
Yeah, of course. That's the plan. I will do that, Bloody Bass.
Yes.
That's the idea. Of course, this is the first map of the prologue. It's been out for like more than 2 years, so there's not much to discover, but I can
Be wary, my
still
warriors.
have a surprise for you here. I'm quite sure there's something most of you didn't notice here.
For honor.
Of course, most of you noticed this new secret area you have right there, which is basically the replacement for the original secret area where you just get a potion. Here it's been redesigned to be the Circle of Outer Binding, which is a place in World of Warcraft, okay? So the reward is actually the same and the place is just the circle.
Yes.
This is quite easy to find, so most of you have found it. But there is something else that you probably have not seen. Let's now meet the ogre.
Yes. An ogre. We'd have a fierce battle on our hands if the beast weren't
Well,
sneaky.
that lord, it's a precise decision of mine not allowing inventory on the demi-heroes.
For honor.
It makes a bit of... it makes sense. I want you to choose for your heroes, and I want you to actually give a bit of priority to consumables, okay? Hello, Dagran, benvenuto. Me smash you! Don't aggro in too much because he's very bad guy. He deals a lot of damage. He's a bit of a special ogre. It's not a regular ogre. Not a marathon. I will do that in the following days as well. But I'm going to play for the next 3, 4, maybe 5 streams, and depending how much time I have. Not a full-time streamer like Neil is. I have to work tomorrow. 7 AM. I need to be ready to go to work, so.
Yes.
Okay, we have ogre here. As well, you are on YouTube, so you can have a lot of fun reading this if you want. That's it.
For honor. Ndabu.
Yeah, I want the player to choose.
For honor.
You usually want, when you design something, you usually want player to have agency and to have choices. Choices that matter. Sorry. This is a very simple way to create continued choices. Okay, player have to choose each time. Okay, I think this word is not. I think I will never say this word. Are you sure you want to choose this word for ban? Hello, Flynn, and welcome. Neo can stream for 12 hours because Neo, come on, he's back to Warcraft. He's a full-time streamer. I want to show you something. Maybe most of you didn't notice that. This region is in Lordaeron, but it's actually near the region of Stromgarde and the Variety Islands in World of Warcraft. I decided to put this unnamed grave here, with a Stromgarde banner. Maybe someone will fall, a knight will fall in the Second War, who knows? This is just here, and it has nothing to show it, it's just here to see. Okay, this was the biggest secret on this map, the hardest one to find. And it's not easy to see at this distance. It does mesh with the rocks and the vegetation.
Yes. For honor.
I understand, Amilander, I understand the point.
Yes.
Okay, so why are here all of these red exclamation marks? In the campaign, I usually use these marks to display enemies or creeps, as the inn suggests. Here they are a bit abused, but the goal is to show how it works, so I will only use when necessary during the map, regular gameplay. But here it's much more evident. Oh, water elemental. Let me satisfy diagram command. How far away from here is the Durnal Keep? In kilometers, I don't know.
Watch yourselves, my
Generally, quite near.
Those creatures do not sleep at night.
You can think of that grave being anyone you want, actually. I don't mean you. There is not an official explanation. It's never intended to be. To you, diagram. Don't you like the fact that most creeps have always reduced aggro range, so you can actually go nearby him without make them angry until you get really close. Don't kill my grunts, you stone golem.
For honor, yes. Zuxub,
Follow me into battle.
time for killing. The spirits are restless.
I never played WoW, so I can't really answer that question.
War chief.
Chat, why don't you answer that question for Omelander? It will not be from me, but at least he will get an answer.
Master, what you want? Doktar. Let's get
Okay. Golems. You, as always, can pose.
for honor.
Yeah, I need to rebalance a bit the campaign, probably. I mean, map 7 is okay. Green should be easier to beat, but a bit more aggressive on the dwarves and on you, so a bit less weight between attacks. Chapter 8 should be harder, and Chapter 9 should have a stronger Mal'Ganis, a first wave much quicker, dwarves in much more need of help, and finally it should have it should have basically the how can I say it, the revenants with stronger, which greater health. This way it will be longer to reach the Frostmourne Vault. This is the changes I think, and I will implement them before playing through it. Okay, so I will test the balance with you live.
For honor.
Let's go here.
Forest trolls. I still can't believe they were ever a part of the Horde.
If you don't if you destroy the barrels, they don't do anything. But suppose we want to attack one of their hut, okay? Then they are angry if you attack the house, and the unit inside the house immediately leaves it. Okay, so it is this little touch here, making them feel alive. This battle is hard. I will lose 2 grunts. Poor grunts, guys, getting decimated. Okay. It's a bit longer, guys. On YouTube, you can pause. Or slow it down. Hope you love the lore. Search in all crates and barrel. By the way, something neat. When you attack crates, you can see you have this behavior, okay? This is how the game normally behaves. Well, now I made a trigger to actually make this work also here. As you can see, I'm not attacking, I'm just right-clicking, and they color exactly like the crates. It's not a simple trigger, and sometimes it has some little race condition that doesn't work perfectly, but 99% of the time it works, so the effect is fine. Most of you don't even notice.
Yes.
Go, go, go. Nothing in the crates. Another little thing to notice. When you destroy a creep camp, or other camps, usually fires get extinguished, because they are no longer inhabited. Yeah, there is the secret, but it cannot be seen unless you play with the tutorial, because you don't have far sight or use the cheat. So I kept the original secret. I love the cinematic. This is the first big cinematic I ever made, and I love it, even if maybe it's a bit dated with respect to the new ones. I love this theme.
Greetings, son of Duratan. I knew you'd find your way.
It was you I saw in the vision. Who are you? How do you know me?
I know many things, young war chief, about you and your people. My identity at this time is unimportant. What is important is that you rally your people and leave these shores immediately.
Yeah, of course.
What's this all about, human?
I will explain you after the map, the cinematic and how they work, that lord. It's a bit more complex than that.
Long ago. I am something different now. Know that I have seen the future and beheld the great burning shadow that is coming to consume this world. You sense it as well, don't
Perfect.
The demons are returning.
Yes.
Yes. And only by leading your people across the sea to the distant lands of Kalimdor will you have a chance to stand against them.
But how could we...
I will answer all of your questions in time, young war chief. For now, rally your warriors and prepare to leave this land.
You can see,
Speak again.
I redeveloped the lighting system in order to make them not so dark when in the shadow. In the original version I released, they were much darker than that.
None of this makes sense. But the spirits tell me that I should trust him.
Okay. Okay. I will answer now to that lord now. And basically, let me just continue and close the game, because the game will not be so happy. Yeah, game, you suck. Okay. First of all, the expansion is done through a mix of AI and triggers. You can tell the AI to expand, so you have two additional players. You have one player. Resurrect. I need to stand up. I will stand up after this. You have two players, different players, which spawn inside the purple base if no visibility you have there and no units around. These players move with triggers through the expansion and they will try to expand. Once they start, they will enable the AI. So by that they will continue doing that on their own, and that will be their main base. Through correct naming of the players and through correct coloring of the players, you basically can avoid the player to distinguish them from the real purple player, and so it works. Okay. I can wait no longer. You shall wait. You shall wait. Do you manage to reach out to Grant, Jay, Shara, and 7 Block? Oh, so Jay Barino going to play this as he did for all the others. I tried to contact Grant. He seemed interested back in August. He told me, when you finish the human campaign and play through it. I told him I also have the prologue, but I have no more contact with him. So if you want to reach to Grant, you are welcome to do so. 7 Blood is in my Discord somewhere. Showdown Dread, I don't think is interested in Reforged, and especially in Re-Reforged by any means. Yeah, so it's the word they want to polish. They probably share some kind of registry key that or config on the documents folder what defines the which defines the language. Okay. Yeah, of course. My plan is to make these all a custom campaign. There is one thing I want to share with you, if you don't mind, while we load map 2, which should be fairly quick. I want to share with you this link here. I am trying to reach for Asmongold, but not because it's my idea. Actually, people yesterday on Back to Warcraft stream told me, hey, you have to tell him. So I tried posting something on his Reddit. If you want to help me, I would love you to upvote this on his Reddit, just to make it seen by some people, and so we see. Hello, Flame. Custom login screens are not currently supported in Re-Reforged. You should go to Blizzard and tell Blizzard to make them work again. The reason why they don't work is because they use FDF, and but the loading screen are actually using WebUI. So you can use the MDX, but it tries to load an FDF which is not there anymore. The FDF is a frame definition file, which is used to define how the layout on screen is displayed, and it's used in the old Warcraft 3. If you have this, if you have not this FDF, everything is placed on the bottom right, no bottom left. So this is why we can't use custom loading screens. Yes, the menu is still using that, but it's been optimized. Trying to upvote. I think if they fix this issue with loading screen, then it will be fine. Anyway, upvoting that post on Reddit is highly appreciated to try to make this visible to people near Asmongold. I mean, if people tell me you would like to play this project, why don't try? It's visibility for me, enjoyment for others, why not? I mean, it's not that necessary, just a nice thing to have. Very well. I think we are ready to go into the next map, map 2 of the Prologue campaign. Chapter 2, Departures. 3 days later, suit of Darnold Keep, Trar and his vanguard approached the Lordaeron coast.
It's been 3 days and this prophet has yet to show himself. I hope I'm not making a huge mistake by trusting you.
Well, if there is something battling Blizzard more than making a campaign that makes shame of Blizzard on campaigns, the new Blizzard, I mean Reforged campaigns, but this is basically beating Blizzard the best way possible.
War Chief, the clans are assembling as you ordered, but it will take them some time to reach us. Then we must prepare this camp immediately. I want my warriors to have food and proper lodgings when they arrive.
Ooh, you're right.
War Chief.
I should resurrect.
Warrior, has there been any word from Hellscream?
You are right,
Your
Buffalo.
Song clan was
Sorry.
supposed to have been here by now. No, War Chief. We haven't heard from Hellscream in some time.
Yeah, they do own my campaign, technically. They own the game.
Damn it, Hellscream. Where the hell are you?
Imagine they taking my campaigns and presenting it to the game. What better advertisement could I ever get? I mean, they could do that once I'm finished, because if I'm not finished, I will still need to make the other campaigns, right? Not that they can take it while I'm making it. It makes no sense. No, I don't want to play tutorial because I know how to play the game. Oh no! No money, no peons. Here they are.
You want? I am the War Chief. Ndabu. For honor.
Yeah, indeed. That's why people in Back to Warcraft told me to reach out to him. But it's not easy to reach out to people like him. Okay. Any help in that regard is appreciated. Upvoting is appreciated.
Yes.
I will post it later also. But
For honor.
here, for example, you see here, this is an addition I made to the map. It's fairly obvious addition, but there is a very, very important reason for it. They come from here. Otherwise, how the fuck did they spawn here near the coast? They couldn't come from here. There is the human base down here. So where? So I placed this. It's stupid. It's little thing like that. It's not important. It's not a major thing. It's really stupid, but hey, it makes sense. It makes it most believable.
For honor.
They are all green. They must have been cabbages.
Dabu. Yes.
I would not try to change too much stuff inside the world editor like that, because I still want the original experience to be preserved.
We need more gold.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
get on with it. Ready to work. Dabu. For honor. The spirits are restless.
Oh yeah, Pians. You are on YouTube, you can read this.
Yes. For honor.
Ronin, I finished the Orc Prologue 2 years ago.
Ready to work. Yes.
That's incredibly fun.
We need more lumber.
I need more lumber. Don't you need more lumber too? Okay, let's kill some creeps.
Yes. Dabu. What you want? I am the Watchmaster.
I should have Thrall tanking because he has the potion.
Work complete. Dabu. Doktar. Swobu. Lokrigar.
So many murlocs.
Yes. Lokrigar. Work complete. What you want? Doktar. The spirits are restless. Yes. I am the watching. Yes. Master, time for killing. Let's get on with it. Your time has come. For Doomhammer.
Oh wait, I need to play for a second, then I will answer all of your questions.
Build for
Yeah, indeed.
Lokrigar Nogal.
Otherwise, I might lose my hero to murlocs.
For honor. Lokdarok. Master, let's get on with it. What you want? The spirits are restless. Yes. Huh? Zup. The spirits are restless.
We did it for.
For honor. Yes. Swobu. Lokrigar Nogal. Yes.
Okay.
Build more burrows.
Come on, build more burrows. You
Build more burrows. Yes.
will build two.
Something need doing? I am complete, War Chief. Let's get on with it. For honor.
Okay, that's very useful. And then we have Warsong Grant. Did I? Oh, yeah.
Dabu.
I didn't take it. Okay.
I am the War Chief.
So.
Yes. For honor.
You have been writing a lot. Let me check out what you've wrote. Oh god. But there is a way to change the color of ground to the base brown like they had before being corrupted when using unit editor What you mean with the question on Milander? I think I don't understand the question. We need more gold, yeah, Buffalo. Yeah, Ronin, I am working to the campaign chronologically. Yes, that's the idea. The project is beating it, so make it. I hope it doesn't. No skin of the model, not hard to do, not just. I hope Grant would at least try to play the campaign. He has a lot of views, he's a very good player. I would love him. But, I mean, it's up to him, not up to me. If you want to remind him, that'd be cool. A big fleet. Still bigger. Okay, we are speaking about lore here, so who cares about the lore? Who cares about the lore? Okay. So here we have a bit of a bad situation. We need more gold. Oh man, yeah, we have. Okay, one more. I think this will be fine.
Let's get on with it.
Let's just keep you here and send this one here.
The spirits are restless. Huh? Ready to work? No life for the horde.
There is a section for HD models, Homelander.
The spirits are restless.
Yeah, I think that too, winner. That's what happened.
I am the war chief.
You are the war chief. Who would have thought? Now they will kill at least one of my grunts.
Yes. Master, let's get on with it. Yes. The spirits are restless. Research complete.
Remember to reinforce the.
I am the war chief.
Yeah.
None will survive.
Hello, Lady. Thank you for the follow.
None will survive.
No, 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 no.
Let's
Gone.
get on with it.
He will be remembered, one of the greatest warriors of the Horde.
For honor.
Ha, winner! You were not following, and you were chatting with us. I saw you there.
My life for the horde.
Which race did I create?
The spirits are
Ooh,
restless.
that's cool.
Yes. Dabu. Let's get on with it.
Unacceptable. The dwarves. I don't think so. They are all built with gameplay of my own campaign in mind.
Life for the horde. I am the war chief.
I mean, orcs, humans, and undead are actually in the game. Hope you like South Shore here. And I will show you something in the city once we get there. At least once we get one more level, so I can level up Farsight. I had no dialogue for this cinematic, so I had to improvise by showing stuff around. Go, go, go! Give me something to shoot. Pathfinding at its best. Mostly saying the base game. Some changes I made.
In violation of the Alliance Internment Act. We've already captured one of your leaders. If you surrender now, we'll spare your lives.
Sometimes, when cinematics lead to action, I like to cut some stuff from the cinematic when it makes sense and
I hope not.
use it outside of it. Okay, so
I'll make them
like that.
Loktarogar! Come, my warriors. We must drive the humans back.
They're coming.
Yes. My life for the horde.
No, no, they can raise the bridge.
Be happy to.
I just didn't like it.
For King Tyrannus,
Nah, King Terran is bad. For the Horde! In this fight, you should always prioritize the captain. Because it drops stuff. Okay. Pass side to me. Back to work.
Let's get on with it.
Let's go, boys. It's time to destroy them.
Humans have been destroyed. For honor. Yes. Yes. Build more for Horde. For honor. Dabu.
And here the map just expanded.
For honor.
Expanding the map is one of the best features of Re-Reforged,
Dabu.
because it allows me to make much more interesting design decision in the maps. I can basically make more maps within one map, and this is awesome. It's seamless, it's so modern. Just like StarCraft 2.
Dabu. Yes.
Yeah, that Capam drops because I guess some people could lose against them on hard. Some no people on hard could lose, like losing Golovic Grant,
War Chief.
while he also
What do you want?
is not able to train more.
Dokies.
And by the way, the humans attack in this mission, okay?
For honor.
Come on.
For honor.
As always, you can read if you feel like it.
Dabu.
Let's go there. Here you get a slight glimpse of the Syndicate, okay? Here there is a camp. It's not just a bandit camp. If you come in here, you will see it. Syndicate, just like in WoW. Slaughter them all. You can see that the leader is orange, just like Andral troops.
The spirits are restless. Yes. Time for killing. The spirits are restless. Yes. For honor. Work complete. Work complete. Yes.
Oh, boys. I guess I can build another barrack just to
My life for the Horde.
improve my macro.
I am the War Chief.
That's useful.
Dabu.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
For honor. My life
second.
for Horde.
Upgrade your stream on my stream store. No, 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 no. I need to remove that message. How can I remove the message? I want to moderate you out of here. Can I? Timeout. Yeah. Bye. Thank you, Francisco, for the follow. Hope you guys like Re-Reforged. Oh, that's neat. This is because I've enabled occlusion, okay? So this is like of 3. This is why it's like that. No, not a bug. It's a feature. Now it comes the hard part.
Dabu. War Chief, we've found where they're holding Hellscream, but the area is
Move
protected
out.
by fortified guard towers. Then destroy them. Hellscream must be freed. What do you want?
Come here, Grunt.
I am the War Chief.
The yellow exclamation mark are used for optional quests. In this case, they are used to display the cages.
I am the War Chief. Master? What do you want? Let's get on with it. My life for the Horde. What do you want? I am the War Chief. Yes.
Witty? What? Witty RQ? What is RQ? Ah, rage quit. Oh, no, no. He didn't rage quit on the last chapter. No, Lord Uranus. Shit. If you notice, this is the same music that is played in the first human map when you fight against the Old Horde. This is basically the battle theme human versus horde. You better destroy this because it will research upgrade for the AI faction there. Thank you, Amelander, I appreciate. Very useful introduction to the glyphs. Destroy everything, man. Or better, orcs. Yeah. I want this to feel in continuity with Warcraft 2. And 1, well, mostly 2. As if 1 had a story. Yeah, I'm under attack, but you are screwed. Time to die. Don't die, my purple grunt. Free your own brethren. And destroy these barrels. This is the AI player coming in. Actually, in this map there are two different players. One AI player, which attack and build structures and units, and one which doesn't. Okay. The AI player actually uses the lumber mill as a town hall and can produce peasants from the lumber mill. I think this prism breakout feel real cool. Okay. Now, this map features an entire town, and this town is full of villagers, and most of them have actually names. Not all of them, but most of them though. Okay, this is because they are designed to represent the people in South Shore in World of Warcraft. Well, it makes sense. And, well, I will show you something. You can kill people. Not children, though. It's hard to kill them, because they are quite fast. No, 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 no. Die.
How can I help? A wise plan. I am the war chief.
Oh my god, that lord. You are spamming waiting room. I made the South Shore codex much easier to find now in current version. Okay, you can read it through it all. You can pause on YouTube and go. Okay, you can see all the buildings, all the stuff. There is stuff here to explore and see. You can do things.
Let's get on with it.
Oh, thank you, Dugran. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Give me just a second. We take on the potion and go here. So, what's this? The decorated headstone in loving memory of Jesse Morales is something you can find in World of Warcraft Arati Islands. It's a nice touch from the World of Warcraft developers, because it's actually a nod to a Blizzard employee who died. Okay, and I thought this map had no secrets. Basically, the secret originally was that there was a town with a cemetery nearby, but that's not a secret anymore because this is a real town now. So I decided to use this secret because I think it's nice. It's something really cool they did in World of Warcraft and something I would like to transfer here. Okay. You can speak. Okay.
Yes.
So that's really about it. Okay, the map features this city, and most of the citizens have routines. They go in various places at various times, okay, and they display animations and do stuff. There's actually a quite complex system which runs all of them, okay, and it's the same system that is used in later maps. For example, in the first map, the Scourge of Lothlorien campaign, or the later maps where villagers are shown. That lord, yeah, ask away. I will just kill the humans while you ask. Ask me your question. I'm here for that.
I am the war chief.
They are nasty here.
Once again, it's up to you.
I increased the mana and reduced their cooldown in order to allow them to cast more spells. To allow you as a player to, well, you see, basically train yourself on using Purge or the Rod. Okay, time to die now. This is the AI coming to reinforce. I could make it, but I prefer to leave the choice to the player. Named villagers cannot be killed though, because they are alive in WoW, it will not make sense. Yeah, Orson Grunts are dying. Still waiting for your question, Deathlord. These fucking humans are always basically blocking me.
How can I help?
Stop moving, you fuckers.
Right away. Let's get on with it. The spirits are restless.
But you are the player, you want to be able to choose something, right? Yeah, because it's different AI, it's not the same AI. It's a different player. One has AI, the other one doesn't. Okay, let's build grunts. I have some troops here, I forgot. Come there, my minions. We can win this. Hard? Well, it's hard. Attack! Push through it. Slaughter them all. This is a way to ask me a question I don't want people to ask me. Masking it as a curiosity, Deathlord. I am already in planning stage. My patrons who have access to I Can Plan can see already that I am planning it. And I'm planning various features. Okay, I will add them in the next days. But I will not start working on it for a bit still. My patrons know how much. Oh well, at least they can know how much. They are repairing. They'll stop repairing. Time to die. You know why this... You can see something here, for example, here. You see he is here, is not helping. He is not helping because he is actually disabled. I have removed access for AI to these units once you destroy these buildings here, which belongs to another player. Because of that, he will not longer use them to defend. So they are just there, waiting to get in range. To get aggroed, I would say. Actually here we can do something. This is invulnerable, but this can be destroyed. And I think I hit something there. Don't win. Let me check here all this. Let me see if I hit something. I didn't. Huh?
I am the war chief.
I thought I did. Well, I remembered now.
How can I help? Master? No regard, no guard.
It's not that I am offended by that. It's just that I have been asked this question when you will start your dead campaign so many times. Soon. Soon TM. Do you like soon TM as an answer? Yeah. Free ground.
Hellscream, are you alright? I'm fine, little brother. Luckily, they only injured my pride. Great, because we're getting out of here now. We're leaving the human lands for good. Finally, follow me. I have an idea.
I think Gromash sound better. But they didn't add Gromash. They just placed Hellscream in there. That's so bad. So bad.
We can
It doesn't speak.
on the humans' own ships.
Because it's bugged. So its face FX file is not perfect. And it doesn't say all... Its lip sync doesn't say all the sentence. Because Gromash is the new standard name. They didn't record it again for Reforged. For Warcraft 3 in English Reforged. You will see here Gartok again. Oh, by the way, in previous map I forgot something. After the ogre, if you go back to the camp, the battle is over and Gartok will salute you when you come and also greet you. Just like that. He will say, hello warship, or something like that. How cool is that scene? How cool is every scene with Medivh just because of this music in the background? You can't even imagine how much time it took for me to actually make him stand there correctly inclined, because it was always wildly oriented. Thank you, Kames official.
It is there that your people's salvation will be assured.
How much I love this. Okay. Okay, game? Yeah, game, you are amazing. Every time you remind me. Thank you, Felixandro. Yeah, I think it's Sona better, but it's logical. They are done with a different engine, with more resources in a certain sim. Oh, thank you, Flame, for the gift, sub. I really appreciate that. And I think Omelander appreciate that too. So, here. This is the first mission. I forgot something. After you have reached here, and you have done the cinematic with the ogre, if you go back here to the camp, this battle will be over. This grunt will be here, injured, with an injured animation, and here we will have Gartok standing here and saluting you as you enter. Just a little net thing I forgot to show you before, but I'm telling you now, okay? It's the same. I hope you can see it as well as I did. Since you are all here, so many people all around, I'm asking you again the same thing. If you have any chance, upvote this post on Reddit. It's on the Asmongold Reddit. People on the Back to Warfare community told me to actually try to reach for Asmongold. Any help in reaching him is really appreciate it. If you want to spam him something, tell him you know him, it's your best friend, you are Osmongold, okay, it's perfect, you can do that. I'm trying to get it noticed through the community, so let's see if we can manage in a more simple way. But in any case, thank you if you upvote and make it visible. At least there will be a chance. Very well, very well. I think it's time for an amazing interlude. If I remember. Thank you, Yuppie-Doop. Yuppie-Doop, I love your name. I really love your name, Yuppie-Doop, you know? If you are here, you are listening, probably. I love your name. It sounds so good in my own language. Yuppie-Doop. Ignore this kind of errors. Sometimes the word editor is, oh, I can find stuff. And you say, well, I don't care. And the word editor say, me neither. Okay? Me neither. I love it very well. That's the right approach. I think it's cool. So guys, there is a secret also here, but you can see it in game. This is actually a bit of a personal secret. I am not even sure if I should show it to you, but anyway. There are 3 people right here. And I had this secret much before I even imagined this project will be what it is today. This is the nickname of my father. This is the nickname of my mother. And this is my name, not my nickname. And actually, they are triggered. I think you can see them very well right now, but I run around. I run around my parents. This is the thing I hid here. This is something really hidden. Basically, no one notices it, okay? Also, I want you to notice something. This map is the same exact map here of the later mission. And this also applies here. These places are actually present in the final map. This is not present, this scene, which is like somewhere else in the jungle. This is similar to a camp, but not right the camp. And this is instead places you can actually play in the next map. And that we're going to play shortly after. And the next map will be the last map for today. Okay? Oh, let's play this interlude and see how it's all about. Making this interlude was incredibly hard. Basically, every time you see people on a ship, they are actually floating in the air with a ship behind them or below them. And the ship doesn't move, it's unanimated. And they are also floating unanimated. And the movement of the sea is done by shaking the camera. So, quite nice. I will read you about this interlude. Astral and his companions set out for Kalimdor on the stolen ships. Admiral Dalen Pradmore of Kultiras rallies his fleet to chase them. Some months later, both fleets are beset on the open seas by a fierce and unauthorized storm. Meanwhile, on a nearby island, an old troll dreams are troubled by vision of what is happening and of what is yet to come. This final sentence tries to make it clear that what you're seeing here is a dream, and if that was not clear, there is that. A troll hut with a sleeping sound, and then a fade to white, indicating it's a dream, as by standard in Warcraft 3. You're welcome, Mamelander. I told you I did, and I did. This is done by particle effects, weather effects, all the stuff together, okay? This is a completely different place on the map, actually. And in the background, you could see Grom Hellscream ship. Okay, so they were near, but they got separated. And then we still have this dream sequence where the troll is dreaming of the shipwreck. Here's the shipwreck. So someone died here. Maybe orcs, maybe humans, we don't know. But they died. This is the human first. As you can see, these are the human ships. And these are the cool Tiras troops, which are preparing their camp. And here you have to watch the rain, because this shows that he is actually changing the weather to help his troops, which are very, very happy.
Foul beast.
This is a vision of the future, saying that the humans will kill the trolls. Badumts. See the difference between orcs and humans. Orcs don't try to remove the rain, they try to leave, but the humans are bending everything to their own will. No, Admiral Proudmoore was not an Elomitral. He's Clan the Seeker, which I envision as a counselor, an advisor of the Admiral, to be on the island with him. And this is no longer a dream, and it's evident by the fade to black and the different sounds. And less rain, because time has passed. This is the camp, you can see Vol'jin and Zalazane, and now we can see our old friend, our beloved Sen'jin. Okay. Okay, I think I have to close the game. No error this time, game, you are improving yourself. Silver Steel, hello, really want to subscribe your Patreon, but I am from Russia and I can do it. Can you create a boosty account with Russian Patreon? If it's not so hard, I don't think I can interact with Russian staff either. Consider that when the war started, or the special military operation, I don't know how you prefer to call it, but to me it's a war. When it started, I lost around 50, 70 euros of Patreon from Russia only. What I can tell you, I tell you, let's hope the war is over and you can join it back, because currently I couldn't even pay my beloved translator, which is Buffalo here in chat. I couldn't even pay him for his hard work, because I can't even send gift on Steam to Russia. This is the point we are now. Because people on the apps fucked it all up, so we can't have friends anymore. That's the terrible reality. No, Reborn BB, I don't agree. Re-Reforged looks exactly like I want it to look. You might try with crunchy graphics. I suggest to always do a playthrough without crunchy graphics and then do another with crunchy graphics if you want. Okay? But it's up to you. Okay? I will not play with crunching because it might corrupt stuff. It did in the past. I can know. Make love. So let the war be only in Warcraft. Yeah, I do agree, Buffalo. Make love, not war. Well, no. Make Warcraft, not war. This is the real sentence, Flynn. Not love, not Warcraft. What are you saying here? How dare you say something like that? Do you think this look washed up? I mean, it's applied on material. Yes, I agree, Amelander. Now, I don't want to speak about politics here, so I will not comment on anything. I'm not opposed to Russian people at all, because I think people is not the government. Okay, so it will just be like in German, they are all bad because of World War II, or Italians that are all bad because there is mafia. Ah, okay, but not all are like that. So it's I too can sympathize with Russians people and Ukrainians too, for a war that had no meaning. So, what can we say here? I want to show you that this is the area, basically, when you see the ships, okay? And you can see them here, but I think if I clear this out, you have this floating guy here, which in the editor are displayed a bit below what they should actually be. Okay, and if you go here, you can see that there is Grom and the Warzone clan just behind them. So you can see them in the shadow of the other ship, to show that they were actually very, very close, but then they got separated. This is the human fleet, and this is where Admiral Proudmoore is found. Okay. But also to Captain, I salute you, there's a lot of stuff here around. Warcraft politics, yeah. For the Horde. This is the shelter the orcs go into. You can find this shelter also in the next map. And let's open the next map. I will tell once more because today is the day, so or now or ever. If you want to have the project, you can try to upvote this. Visibility is key. This is on Asmongold Reddit. If you want to help the project, you can upvote this post to make it visible to other people. It could be really cool. I would really, really appreciate it. Okay, so if it starts, people on the server might like it, and then he might see it. If you want to tell him about it, being featured by such a celebrity will be amazing for the project, okay? And also he might even enjoy it. So if someone enjoy what I do, enjoy to play it, I love to see people playing it, okay? There's nothing better than seeing other people play this, for me. Much better than playing it myself. So, as you can see, this place is exactly the same you saw earlier with the human. And yeah, you have all the trees cut. I think in a future patch I will reduce the amount of trees. It's just ridiculous. Too much. Too many trees. And here you can see that this is the Orc's place. And this is the same exact cave. Just with less vines. Because they have been used by the Orc, which removed them to enter the cave. Okay, this is the same place with a shipwreck here. So the interlude is not actually set in another place; it's set in the same place. Okay, so this is the last map you're going to play. I think it will take around 30-35 minutes. Then we'll be gone. I will show you all the secrets in this map. As far as I can remember. Let me just make sure I remember correctly the position of all of them. And one thing I want to show you is that from the start you have the Murloc bases. They are neutral hostile now, but they are here foreshadowing what's yet to come in map 5 of the Prologue campaign. So let's start this and see how it goes. A few days later, the Orcs finally leave their shelter just to find themselves on an unknown, mysterious island. Creepy.
was lucky we happened onto this cove. I don't think our ships would have held out much longer in that storm.
War Chief, half of the ships are missing, and the rest are badly damaged.
We'd better get settled then.
I love
We
this
may
shot,
be on
for
this
example.
island for a while.
Yeah, I'm changing the rules here. Orcs building from outside. What an heresy.
War Chief, I sense strange magic all around us.
There's the source of your magic. Someone is watching us.
You have no idea how hard it is to make a good animation of him stopping.
I saw your arrival in a vision, especially you, the seer. Or is it just my old mind playing tricks on me?
Looks like this troll's been on the island a little too long. We're real enough, old one. My name is Thrall.
I be Sinjin, leader of the trolls. This island used to be ours alone.
I appreciate the water elemental.
You and your friends must be careful. The humans established an outpost on this island some time ago.
Humans?
Yes, they hound us day and night. Their patrols be all over the place. Not be long till they find you too.
Ho ho, romance, hello.
Well, I'd rather
The
find
hero of
you
Reforged. Too kind.
We can't risk their patrols alerting the outpost about us. Loktar, my brothers.
They all rotate towards him.
Good luck, my friend. I got important matters to tend to. But I be
They all
seeing
salute,
soon.
they all... Stuff happens on the background, okay? Try to watch the background of the scenes instead of watching what's going on in the main action. Okay, so we start. You can notice the mine, but this is fairly obvious.
Let's get on.
Let's get an head start.
None will survive.
How can I help?
The spirits are restless.
Give me everything.
Yes.
Yes, War Chief.
As you might have noticed, in Re-Reforged, gold coins and lumber bundle just give you 100 points of resources.
For honor.
Ready to work.
When you see crates and barrels around your base, go and take it. Don't be fooled.
I am the war chief.
They are usually very useful in improving your immediate level of resource handling in the map. Let me make one here as a tower and then go here. And you here too,
Yes,
because I need one here. Perfect.
yes.
Let's get on.
Let's
with it.
explore.
Ready to work.
For honor.
Oh, regenerate, that's useful. Okay. I should have made the codex entries in this map a bit easier to find. Let's see how easy they are. Damn you, Dagran. Damn you. What have you done? I had to call them purple guys. Damn it. So you on YouTube, you can pause, you can slow it down, read all the informations about Nazgul.
Yes.
Now let's go explore this island. This map is designed around exploration. You should have fun exploring the map if you can. Okay, this is the point. Proto Night Elves, yeah. My god, the lore. You can see there is green fog, there is skeletons. When you see these skeletons around, you should not trust them, because they usually are evil. This ancient spirit is one of the same spirits you can find in the mission after that. And I don't remember, maybe I made them dispel Lablo? Yes. My god, I even did that. So I can say bye bye. Amazing. They are also blue, just like the Just like the Orc clan following Gul'dan here.
Okie dokie. Yes. Work, work. Our allied town is being attacked.
Castingo.
Yeah, the purple guy is speaking, but they can resist for at least a couple attacks, so they don't need to go there.
The spirits.
Before going there, we can go here. And there is something even here. Hey there, big crab.
Stay alert. Not all the island's inhabitants are friendly. Time to die. What you want? I am say the word, Chief. Yes.
There's only one person who ruined Reforged.
The spirits are restless.
Ooh, Tome of Experience. Come to me, come to me. No, no, no. Stop blocking me.
War Chief.
Tome of Experiences are very, very useful in Re-Reforged, okay? Because I changed how the experience work.
Need something?
Don't come close to me, you big fat boy.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. My life for the Horde. Directly. Let's get on with it. Understood.
Oh gosh.
Are restless. Say the word, Master. What do you want? Yes, War Chief. I am the War Chief. Slow Lokrigar no God. For Doom Hammer. Something need doing?
My life for the Forged.
The spirits are restless. Lokrigar no God.
Oh wait, this requires a bit of explanation. Experience tomes are nerfed, but it's experience gain that is nerfed all around. Basically, you can't level up much faster. It's much slower now. Okay, you can level up as you did before. Everything is reduced to 10% of original experience gain in the hard difficulty, 15% on normal, and 20% on easy. This changes because it makes much more valuable to have high skilled hero, and to creep is much more important, both for the items and the experience. Also, Tome of Experience are much more useful because their nerf, while is there, is just half, not 1/10. And so they are much more variable, especially on hard difficulty. That's the design I decided to go for. Let's go bother this purple guy here. And let's build another base here.
My life for the Horde.
My life for the Forged.
Be happy to.
I think I have to wait.
What you want? Zug Zug.
Zug Zug.
Let's get on with it.
Oh yeah.
Lokrigar no God.
Next to mission spoilers, we will ban Buffalo for this. Hey man.
You help us get rid of the humans. You know this fountain once healed whoever drink from it.
I actually put a couple Nagas there. There are some Naga units, and there are 2 Nagas standing beside her, plus a secret fight against a Naga unit in the final mission. So there are actually some Nagas.
Research complete. For honor. Yes.
Many parts of this island cannot be explored. I think there should be something like here.
For honor.
Yeah. Here there is an exogard, okay? This is a bit of an Easter egg I made for my first voice actor, the guy who voiced the Loa in this mission. Hey there, Screwin1. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate.
The war chief. Yes.
Nah, no ban for you, my friend.
For honor.
These vents are active.
Vents are active.
The island volcano may not stay dormant for long. You can't imagine how many times I hear that. You can see now. Once I killed one, they will start to come reinforcement. Die, you scum! No, no, not gonna.
The spirits are restless. Yes.
Can I be that?
What do you want? We need more lumber. I can do that. Logriga, no god. Dabu.
He actually asked me to be voiced, to be represented with that creature.
Welcome to the village, man.
Yeah, this purple guy is speaking with you if you move to the village. Each village has its own banter, and it's all done with used cut assets from the game. No, not in each mission. Why don't you play them, Romans? They are free to play if you own Re-Reforged. Anyway, Exogod asked me to be named there. Never trust one unit alone. First rule of Re-Reforged, especially on hard difficulty. I made these birds fly much higher.
Yes. We're under attack. We need more lumber. Let's get on with it.
Okay.
Dabu.
No, why are you waiting? What happens? And if something happens to me, enjoy things while they are there. Don't wait.
A wise plan. Logriga, no god.
Danath. Danath is not the footman of Warcraft 2. I think we ought to help the poor purple guys. Zalazane. If you want to read Zalazane.
Our spears be doing no
Let's
good
go.
against those shields. Run.
I am the war chief. Dabu. For honor.
Hey, it's the orcs who stole the ships from the mainland. Send for reinforcements.
Damn. He'll alert the outpost for sure. Prepare for battle. Need some research complete. Let's get on with it. We need more lumber. Research complete. Yes. Something need doing?
Okay, well, I think you should go here, and I think I should actually heal that fountain.
Yes.
Because we have this quest to do. Where are you from, Romans?
Master? Yes, Lord Chief.
Is this localized in your language?
Ready to work.
I'm just curious. You're a big fan, but you are not playing it. It's weird.
Right away. The spirits are restless.
From Roma, of course. Yeah, romance.
Ready to work.
Die, you monster.
My life.
A small suggestion for this map is just, well, Use Purge. It's powerful. Yeah.
I am the war chief, ready to work. Let's get on with it. Ndabu. Yes. Yes. The spirits are restless. For honor. Research complete.
Nah. I will be slaying human now. Much better. Time to die, tiny humans. They are upgrading themselves. Of course, as always, it's not the same player, okay? The player with the base is one player. The player who attacks the purple guys and is standing around is another player. They're just named the same, with same color, you can distinguish them. They seem the same, but they are not. Some behavior is impossible if they are the same, technically speaking. I will.
I can do that. Something need doing? Word. Let's get on with it.
Hey. When I was a child, my favorite race was Night Elf.
Yes. Ndabu.
Penguins. Penguins too strong, nerf, please. This is buffed. I could buff him more. Don't kill this, you stupid giant. Hey there, Hedy, welcome. Okay, we did that. Move, guys.
How can I help? Research complete.
Here they are, I was expecting them to come. Today we are playing, discovering secrets and all of this stuff. Okay. We can now save the fountain.
Yes, War Chief. Right away. The spirits are
I was expecting that.
Yes. Yes. Be happy to. How can I help? Is being attacked.
They're going to die now if I don't intervene.
Let's get on with it.
Now the quest should complete, okay.
Hello again, Outlanders. These ingredients be exactly what I need. Now our warriors can heal themselves. Let me give you.
If you noticed, it swapped also all the rocks in the background, the color of the foliage, the color of the mushrooms, and it made appear all of this foliage on the ground.
These wards contain healing magic. No doubt you'll find them useful.
Heed my call. Direct me. A wise plan.
A captain!
Right away. For the Right away. Heed my call. Understood. What do you want? Yes. We're complete. What a whore. How can I help? How can I help? A wise plan. My life for the Horde. Understood.
Kite them out? Okay, time to help Troll.
Direct me. A wise plan.
They're basically killing themselves.
What a whore.
Okay,
Yes.
real good.
My life for the Horde.
I have a ton of money.
Yes. Master.
We almost lost our purple guy friends.
I am the war chief. Look, Darrow. Yes, war.
Die, you moron. Okay.
My life for the Horde. My life for the Horde.
Marvin voice acting is custom. Yes.
Heed my call. Say the word. Look, regard, no gun.
Okay, let's explore a bit these villages.
Yes. Direct me. The spirits are restless.
Please notice you can move here to here. Okay.
Life for the Horde.
This is.
Your insolence
Oh, no.
astounds me. You ignorant brutes shall only succeed in dying.
You should know this because it will change later missions. Let me kill these turtles and then I go.
How can I help?
Hey, hey, hey.
A wise plan. Yes. The spirits are restless. My life for the Horde. Let's get on with it. Your turn. How can I help? Yes, Lord Chief.
And yeah, they use items actually. The eye as items and use items.
For the glory of the war.
Yeah.
Understood.
He blinks away. This is triggered. Okay. He is Kellen. And he has the dagger of escape. Kellen dagger of escape. It's a bit of a nod to the original developers' characters in Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. And here I made it so they are actually. No. I made it so they actually are. He is actually Skellen and he has this dagger and the escape, but the AI can't use this item. So in order to make it use this item, I had to, well, make it basically through triggers. I want to show something here. Suppose you want to go back to where you fought against the monsters to get the quest.
I am the war chief.
As you can see now, this has changed. There are new crypts here in place of the one you saw earlier. And they also drop stuff.
Look, regard, no God. For honor. Dabu.
These also apply here. And this is also foreshadowing. We'll see that later.
Yes.
I will move through here, but first
Yes.
I want to move Nazgul
Chieftain.
to here and then to the purple guy's village.
Yes. Loktar. Yes, War Chief. What you want? Work complete. A wise plan. Say the word. Let's get on with it.
No, no, once you kill the second crit group, it's cleared, as it's usually in the game. Don't want to make infinite spawn. We have a codex here. Let me stop this patrol and then I will show you. Yeah, I can understand. Time to push, I guess. Don't worry, Silver Steel. Don't worry.
Direct me. Yes, Lord Chief. Master? Yes. No regard, no God. What you want?
I don't know if PayPal works in Russia. I think it doesn't, right, Buffalo? Yeah, Fedara. Didn't want to start this fight now. What are you doing, Helen?
For honor.
Okay, stop, please. Don't want to finish this fight. Want to explore the map.
Direct me. My life for the Horde.
Oh, here they are. Okay. So let's see the secret here. And here you can see Hexagord.
You are wise for one so young. The darkness be us. They go to suffer. They go to fight. For them, enduring survival. I guarantee survival.
This scene is done with a lot of depth, with a very high field of view, in order to make it look like she's so big. Okay. So we have one codex here. And one codex here. How many left? Two left. Let me go check this very quickly. And then I think we should have explored almost everything. I will leave here to protect this village. Not going to lose any village now. One codex was hidden here once, okay? It was hard to find because it was here. Now it should be easier to find because it's there. Let's see if you've noticed something here. I will take this codex here.
Need something. We're under attack.
What the fuck? This is a shop. you can buy stuff from the Dark Spear purple guys. You can also take some stuff from them if you are very, very close. Okay, let me take this one and let me show them. Vol'jin. Okay, you can on YouTube slow it down, and then the lower. Ah, by the way, you can click on numbers on your keyboard to move them. Like this is 5, this is 6, okay? Just to let you know. Please guys, can you speak in English? I would like to understand what you're saying.
Yes. For honor.
Your feeble attacks are fruitless. Why don't you just...
He's back. What a man. What an elf, actually. Purge is incredibly powerful in all maps of this campaign, okay? It's designed this way, and also it will be for the all campaign.
Your time has come. The spirits are direct me. We're under attack.
Die. I've hard capped them to 6 per map. Technically I could do more by modifying the UI, but it doesn't matter. I mean, even 6 are even too many for a map. Most maps don't arrive to 6. So you can see that this place is... I don't like crypto, guys. Stop thinking about crypto. As you can see here, you have Murgle and Murlocs. This is foreshadowing of what's to come.
Snare them all before they regroup.
I obey, let's just snare them. Okay. We shall go up here now.
For honor. Yes, chieftain. I am the war chief. Yes.
Let me see. Nazgrel, Vol'jin, Zelazan, Eloa. There is Kultiras. What is the other codex? Don't remember. He is capped. He is capped. Oh god, we're going to lose here now. Because there is a Tide Sage and a Knight, we can't fight them. Let me bring some more reinforcements. My god, they are really following me hard on this. Too late.
How can I help? I am the war chief.
Very well.
Direct me. Let's get on with it. We're under attack.
You have been a volunteer. My god.
Yes. Yes. Direct me. No regard, no God. Yes. Power to the horde. Let's get on with it. What do you want? No regard, no God. My life for
Again. Can the seeker? Yes, he has. We can go here. We have now these elementals. They are not summoned, as you can see. Okay. Okay, I remember now. Yes, he is an elf. I think he's an elf who walk from the island. Okay, this is one codex. Very hidden, guys. This is the most hidden codex because the crates are most invisible. And then there should be one other here somewhere. Don't remember if actually here or in one of the stands or around here. Here, each easier to see. Okay, you're ready. You're ready to fight, guys. It's final battle time.
Direct me. Right away. Let's get on with it. For honor. How can I help? Look regard, no God. Yes. A wise warlord. Yes, War Chief. The spirits
Okay, so we have this. The Dark Spear purple guys. You can raid it at your own pace if you want. And finally, we have Kulturas. Now, I want to tell you a little secret. I'm very tired. My god, it's very late. My little secret is that if you come close enough to the base, they will stop sending waves to the troll and just will attack and defend. In order to make it a bit less frustrating, because the waves are not actually built, the waves to the trolls, but are spawned by the tents. If you destroy all the tent, they will stop spawning and they will instead attack using normal AI. All the guest. Okay, you can die now, girl. My god, that would beat him. I hope you can see that all buildings have custom Kultira skin. Most of them are not so noticeable. They are designed to be really within the game. I forgot to put Malaysian skins. We also have skins for Malaysia. Okay, time to win this. You can see even the towers. Okay, and this one, it's an admiral. This one is a bit different. This one is very different. I hope you like it. Thank you, Mr. Ogreman, or Smegmastico, for this amazing work. Yeah, I like the fact that they are really similar to their original counterparts, so they are very easy to recognize, okay? They are not this custom weird stuff. These are being added in the last patch. This is default, and also the watchtower is default. If you destroy this, there is an item inside. And if you start destroying all of this crate, there is stuff. These are the tents where the waves against the troll villagers spawn. You can see, there is stuff here. A ton of stuff. Well, what's the question, Jason? Can you repeat the question, Jason? I can't scroll right now. I'll watch later, no problem.
For honor. Master, let's get on with it.
Yeah. It's because these are the islands, the incredible... the islands, the incredible unit star, the incredible murlocs lives. What was silence? Can you write down what it was? Ah, Ja, stay quiet.
Watch your back. This battle's not over yet.
Castingo. The fish creatures have come to take us away. Your meddling magics will no longer interfere with our plans, land dweller.
Whoa! 57 people watching this? Hello guys, and welcome. Anyway, I have to break the silence, because I have a problem with silence now. I have to say goodbye to you. See you on Sunday. If I can say that, it would be very disrespectful to you all guys. Yeah, please the silence. If you use the silence, use it before, when I am still going with the stream, okay? Because if I end the stream before the silence ends, I can't say goodbye to you, and I have to say that. So, once more, if you want to help the project, spread the news, Bellula or Asmongold, this Reddit post I just linked is shared on Asmongold Reddit, and if you want to upvote it, I would really appreciate. Let's try to bring this to the attention of Asmongold. If you might like it, I would love to see him play this or speak about that. It would be helpful to the project, and hopefully you might like it. Also, thank you so much for staying with me. We will start from the files down below next time. And to all of you on YouTube, I want to tell you that you are awesome, and I hope you subscribe, comment, press like, and well, join me on my streams so we can interact directly. Okay, And so, goodbye to you, and let's move to another little phase of ending for the stream.